This is the Receptor's main screen, often referred to as the GUI, or the Graphical User Interface. You can view it from an external monitor hooked via VGA from the back of the Receptor, or using Receptor remote control from your computer. In this video, we are going to briefly go over each section of the main screen. We'll start with the synth and audio channels. To create a new synth channel, click the Add Synth channel. To load an instrument, simply drag and drop a synthesizer found in the synth list into the blank spot. To view the plugin, click the picture of it. Alternatively, you can drag and drop an instrument from the synth list to load a new synth channel. Each synth channel has a volume and pan control, which can be reset to their default settings by double-clicking on them. If you find you have a lot of synths, you can collapse it by clicking the box in the top right. A synth channel has many features to it, some of which we'll go over in greater detail in a future video. To get rid of a synth channel, you can just drag it away. Next is the audio channel, similar to the synth channel, except this time you drag and drop effects from the effects list. These will process any incoming signal that you have going through any of the inputs on your Receptor. Just like a synth channel, you can click the plugin's picture to view it. At the bottom in the middle, you can select the input that the Receptor is receiving on. If you have a trio or a quattro, you may see more inputs due to the PreSonus that is included. On the far right of the GUI is the mix effects. This is where you can drag and drop two effects from the effects list to be applied either as inserts or sends to the synth and audio channels. You can adjust the dry/wet to apply the effect. Again, we'll go into greater detail later on this in a future video. Below the mix effects is the master output. Here you have the final output of the Receptor. You can control the master volume and pan, as well as see the amount of RAM and CPU usage. The MIDI box in the top left will light up every time the Receptor receives a MIDI message from a controller. On the far left of the GUI, we have the Tags and Presets window. This is where you select and load presets by double-clicking on a preset. In the top left, we have three buttons: Preset, Tag, and Setup. The Preset button allows us to create new presets and save them. The Tag button allows us to create new tags and add presets to the tags. The Setup button is where we can set up many of the important Receptor functions. Again, we'll go over all of these things in greater detail in a future video.